with Santa. Today we're going to, I believe, I don't know, I'm not that interested in Itsumi. She's really blunt and I'm not a big fan of her. We're gonna check out Santa today, I think. We're gonna stay at home. Guess I'll just relax today. I don't really need to go out all the time, right? Koji! Koji! Who was that? Was it Santa? I hear a voice somewhere. Koji, help! It's coming from behind the window? Opening the curtain reveals her clinging desperately to the windowsill. Koji, let me in! Questions can happen later. Open the window to the chilling wind and pull her all over myself, apparently. I pull too hard and lose my balance. Her breasts wind up squeezing against my face. Yup. Koji, are you okay? My words don't come out except as muffled noises. What was that? I can't hear you. My hands flow to grasp her shoulders and push her up and off of me. Sweet life-giving air floods in as I gasp for breath. Sorry about that. She jumps to her feet and I slowly stand up. So you knew where I live, but why didn't you just knock? I got nervous. I thought I was going to get lost in the apartment complex, so I took the quickest route to your home. I suppose that's fair. She seems upset by the whole thing, so I should drop it. Next time, call before you come. I'll show you the way. Thank you, Koji. I'm not going to ask how she managed to reach my window. After all this happened, I realized that applying logic to the week, which simply isn't going to work. I managed to get in plenty of work, so I have some time off. So we can spend some time together. She begins to look around my apartment. It's not very Christmassy around here. Well, I didn't buy any decorations. Why not? Because I thought that I was going to be alone for Christmas. Well, that's no longer the case. There's no way I can allow your apartment to be so barren, Koji. It's time for some Christmas spirit. She pulls out her wand and begins twirling it. Hold my hand for a moment, Koji. Eh? Hold your hand? She reaches out with one hand, the other is twirling the candy cane. Yes, there's something I want you to see. My hand clasps with her own. Now close your eyes. This part is a secret. I guess I'll just roll with it. Can I open my eyes yet? Of course. Huh? What? Where are we? This is my workshop. Santa's workshop. But don't question it, Koji. Just don't question it. Right, your workshop. Now then, let's make some decorations. My family taught me how to make them, so I think I'm pretty good at it. I mean, there's an entire family of Santas? Yup, we look after different parts of the world. So, is there a Santa with a big belly and white beard? You're talking about Dad? You mean that Santa Claus is your dad? Yup. Would you like to meet him? Maybe he'll have time after Christmas is over. This week gets stranger with each passing moment. I guess in a world this big, it makes sense. Even with magic, only one person can do so much. Or one person can only do so much, is what I meant to say. How big is your family, Santa? Let me think. Her face screws up with a thoughtful expression. She even lightly bangs the candy cane on her skull. Sorry, I lost count. That's how many of you there are? Well, of course. Making toys for billions of children is not that easy. What kind of virility does Father Claus possess? And what about Mrs. Claus? Jeez, that's a lot of kids. Even knowing magic is involved somehow, I can hardly believe it. So I have to admit, I'm curious about the Claus family. Anyway, since we have this much time, can I make some quality decorations? She turns to her workbench as she speaks. Then her hand speeds up into a blur and she grabs various things and starts putting them together. Done! She bounces back to me, Christmas lights almost spilling out of her arms. Let's go back and decorate your apartment. There's no way I'm letting you have holiday blues. Thank you, but? How do we get back? That's easy, just close your eyes again. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. A sharp clap is audible next to me. Open them. Oh, fuck me. Really? Yep, back safe and sound. Open your eyes. Eh? She finally turns around and knows where she is. Is this a lingerie store? It seems so. I'm so sorry, Koji. This doesn't usually happen. Are you sure about that? Well, maybe sometimes. She's awfully clumsy and absent-minded. I bet this kind of thing happens all the time. Close your eyes again. Maybe I'll actually be back at my apartment this time. 1, 2, 3. And the clapping sound echoes through the air again. Finally, we make it back, safe and sound. Hey, Santa, look, it looks like it worked this time. Wait, where is she? I look around, but Santa's nowhere to be found. Santa, where'd you go? Then I nearly trip over a bump on the floor. So that's new. Santa is sprawled out on the floor of my apartment, completely dazed. Her lovingly crafted Christmas decorations are scattered everywhere, covering her. Eh? Help! I can't move. Help me, Koji. She arrives within the wires and ornaments, but she's stuck. If anything, she only gets herself more entangled. To make matters worse, her skirt has been flipped up. Just don't look under my skirt. My panties. This is the second time you've seen them. A sniffle escapes from her. Look, don't worry about your panties, okay? Just relax. Everything will be fine. That's definitely something I had never expected to say. There's a cute girl stretched out on my apartment floor. She's actually quite pretty with a bit of, in the right places. I shouldn't let myself get distracted. The first thing to do is to try to free her from the from the mess. Yeah, from the mess. So look at the mountain of Christmas decorations. I begin to despair. I don't have any idea how I'm going to manage it, but I'll try. Hold still, okay? I'm going to get you out of this mess. Okay. I took out a bit of tinsel, but she lets out a sharp cry. That's pulling on something. It seems to be wrapped around her chest. Every time I pull it, squeezes. Even knowing what I was getting myself into, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. It's not that the view isn't nice, but she seems really upset. I'm going to need to reach around. I start to pull on it again, this time taking it slow. She only lets go of a small sniffle this time. Success, it's free. Now I need to get the Christmas lights. Except they are wrapped over her thighs until they... That's going to be a problem. A massive problem. Be gentle, Koji, please. This is the first time. Woo, boy. I'm not just a high schooler anymore, but there's some places that are... How do I do this without... Who am I kidding? There's no way. I have to do it. Man, after one of the greatest struggles of my life, Santa is free from the decorations. She sniffles again. Why am I so clumsy? Everything's gone wrong. Wrong. Hey, everything's fine. I'm happy that you visited me, Santa. Thank you, Koji. You remind me of Dad, a little. He's such a gentleman. I don't doubt it. I'm not sure I can measure up to an actual legend. Now then, let's decorate. Of course. Nice. After a short while, we cover the room with lights. Now for the most important decoration. It's not Christmas without a Christmas tree, is it? Not at all. Before I know it, it goes up in the corner. Come on, then we have to get ready. Her merriment is infectious. Sure, I'd love to. From the massive box of decorations she brought, we put out all kinds. Both of us reach for the same branch, our fingers brushing against each other. So sorry, I didn't mean to do that. She's getting really worked up over it. What a shy girl. After a while, the tree is done. We did it. Doesn't it look lovely? Absolutely. For a moment, we stand together and admire our handiwork. It feels warmer in here now. Do you think so? Yes, I can tell how gloomy it was. There wasn't any Christmas cheer in here at all. But now there's plenty of it. She sheepishly fidgets in place. So sorry about today, by the way. I was nervous because that was the first time I've shown someone in my workshop. Really? I'm the first person to see it? Yes. That's actually really special, isn't it? Most people don't see Santa in their entire lives. Yet I got invited to her workshop. If I didn't know better, why me exactly? Well, I just think that you're special, Koji. And after you helped me so much, I want to do something nice for you too. Oh, there's something there at least. Well, thank you, Santa. And thank you for the decorations. You're welcome. If you're lacking in Christmas spirit, I won't be far away. She She glanced at the clock. Oh, I've still got some more toys to make before the big day. I'll come back another day. Thank you for letting me in today, Koji. You're welcome. Just remember to use the door next time. Okay. She begins to climb. Hey, no. Use the door, not the window. But I might get lost. Stop it. In the end, I refuse to let Santa leave through the window. She decides to stay a while instead. Okay. It's a shame that people don't make their own decorations, though. Not everyone has access to Christmas magic, Santa. There are people who make some ornaments, at least. I did something like that when I was younger. Really? What did you do? They gave me some glitter glue and I wrote my name on a Christmas globe ornament. Mostly. Oh. That isn't quite the same as making it from scratch. It still has emotional value, though, doesn't it? Definitely. Objects that are rich in feelings are the most precious in the world. It may not seem like much to someone, but even something as ordinary as an ancient clock or an old toy can hold great value in them. It depends on who's looking at it. Speaking of clocks, have you made any before? Sometimes I make a few. Clocks are tricky. No kidding. Making a clock by hand is one of the most complex tasks I can think of. There's people who dedicate their entire lives to the trade. I guess even Santa has trouble with clocks. I mean, it's hard to make something that actually keeps accurate time. Time's something I have a lot of trouble with. Eh? What do you mean? Well, the clock family measures things by how long it is until Christmas. But we only get into the holiday season the last few weeks before. When Christmas ends, the entire year seems to blur together. It's almost like the rest of the year is just a dream to me. So it's not a question of skill, but whether she can understand our time. I think that's pretty normal. Eh? It is? Lots of people say things like, "The year just disappeared." You know, I'm feeling that way right now. I don't even remember what I was doing last month, so don't worry about it too much. Of course, if you're Santa Claus and your entire life revolves around Christmas, chances are the rest of the year doesn't seem that important to you. So you can't recall any of it all. That seems to comfort her. It makes perfect sense. See? A question occurs to me then. Santa? Yes? Is it something bothering you? Nah. I was just wondering. Are people supposed to see you? What do you mean? I mean, you're a legendary figure that no one ever sees. But here you are, standing in my apartment having a casual conversation with me. Aren't there any magical rules about this sort of thing? Of course we have to be careful. If people knew about us, why, it could totally ruin our schedule. But if it's just Koji, there's nothing wrong with that. I see. Man, I have no resistance to this girl at all. Her innocence and charm could convince a tyrant to step down. Oh, right. I forgot. Forgot what? I have to go and make even more toys. There was a whole list of children I didn't remember until now. Even my memory is clumsy. Just because you're Santa doesn't mean you can remember anything. But I have to do better than this. Anyway, I need to go right away, Koji. No worries, Santa. I'll see you later. Goodbye. I blink and she's gone. She is truly enchanting. I can't believe that girl. How do you manage to teleport everything except your clothes? Then again, I guess I don't know anything about magic. She's so nervous too, which is kind of cute. I love it when a girl acts all shy. And Santa is so incredibly shy, not to mention innocent. When we wound up in that lingerie store, her face turned as red as her suit. If I'm not careful, I'll probably fall for her. Who cares? I wouldn't mind it one bit. There's also Akina to think about. I would never imagine actually meeting both Santa Claus and a fox spirit. What else is there that's unproven but still exists anyways? It's probably aliens. Hope the aliens are cute girls too. But now I'm bored. Time to do something. So I think I'm good to go with Santa. The whole touching the tail and ears thing was pretty great. But I think with it being Christmas time, we might as well get up with Santa and see if we can jingle her bells or something. I don't know. I'm gonna see if wait to see if Santa shows up again. She did say she'd be dropping by someday. Still, I don't know what time that will be. I don't think Santa Claus has a phone. Still, what if I wait entire days and she doesn't turn up? That would be depressing. Just then a sharp knock comes on the door. Hello, Koji. I used the door just like you asked. Didn't get lost along the way, did you? No, not at all. See, you should have more faith in yourself. It's not that hard. You're right. So I was wondering, are you free today? Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to show. So you were thinking of me? I'm so happy. Something I want to do, Koji. What's that? I want to see what it's like to go Christmas shopping. It's like getting crushed by the crowds, mostly. Well, I'll take you if you want, sure. I like that, Koji. I've heard it's very exciting. Everyone wanders around looking for presents. Isn't it just the sweetest time of year? Yeah, I guess it is. It's pretty busy, though. You can easily get lost in the crowd. I'm sure that I won't. You said I should have some faith in myself, right? Right. If you want to go shopping, then we should go as early as possible. It's even more crowded later in the day. I see. Still, it'll be fun, I'm sure. After all, I'll be with you the entire time. I can't handle the sweetness. Entire gingerbread house, frosting and all, still wouldn't have as much sweetness as Santa. All right, shall I show you the way then? Yes, please. Reach for her hand. Koji, why are we holding hands? I know you said you won't get lost, but I want to make sure. Hold on to my hand and there's no chance, right? I see. If you don't like it, we don't have to. No, it's fine. I'm more than happy to hold your hand, Koji. Okay, Santa. I'm glad. Holding hands with a cute girl. It's certainly something I can enjoy regardless of why. Anyway, shall we go? I can feel her grip tighten. Sure. So, hand in hand, we go out on the town. See, out of the 3 choices, we have the overly enthusiastic fox spirit who is like, let's date as soon as she meets me. We have the old friend who is very blunt. And then we have the very shy Santa. If you have watched my other dating sim type videos, like to go after the shy girl because they're more genuine. They're harder to get, I guess, and it's more enjoyable. I don't know. I like them better. So let's go with Santa. The entire time, Santa looks around with curiosity at all the sparkling decorations and peers into seemingly every storefront. So people buy their own decorations instead of making them? Yeah, usually. Not everyone can make things like you can. Guess that's why the Claus family is here. So you make things to bring joy to others. That's a nice thought. That reminds me. By the way, we need to think of a way for you to keep your wand safe. Can you shrink it? Do you have somewhere to put it? Not really. On second thought, that's a silly question. What she wears barely counts as clothes in the first place. I can see she certainly doesn't have any pockets or any bags. Wait, it has a hook on it. So, you thought of something? Maybe. Can I do that to her? Any idea is a good idea. Imagine if I lost a wand again and you weren't there. Christmas here would be ruined. That's the thing I'm most scared of. That I'll screw up and Christmas won't happen. Hey, relax. Something like that is going to happen. If it doesn't, just come see me and we'll sort it out, okay? I appreciate that, Koji. Her clumsiness seems to really bother her. I don't know what I would do to help. Still, I'll do whatever I could. If you dwell on it going wrong all the time, it probably will. Happy thoughts, right? Yeah, happy thoughts. I'm Santa, after all. Good girls and boys are relying on me to deliver them Christmas joy. So I'll do my best for all of them. That's the spirit. Anyway, where'd you like to go, Koji? I don't know. It's a lot of shops. Can we avoid the one we showed up in last time? You mean the lingerie store we teleported into? You didn't have to say it. I was nervous. That's fine. We just won't go there. Thank you. Her attention slowly sweeps over downtown. They know how to get in the Christmas spirit here. Is it like this every year, Koji? I don't know. This is the first year I've spent here. Do you like this town, Koji? Maybe. I like it more if I had friends, I think. Hey, no problem. I'm here with you, after all. You won't be alone this Christmas, I promise. She squeezes my hand tightly. Thank you, Santa. I feel really weird calling her that. The first thing that springs to mind is for that name is a fat man with a white beard. She isn't anywhere near that. So, why don't you tell me more about your family, Santa? What would you like to know? How about your dad? He's nice and warm and jolly. He's a bit big, though, and has a white beard. So he looks like the Santa shown almost everywhere? Yep, people love him, don't you think? It's a little sad that you don't get credit, though. Credit for one of us is credit for all of us. Because all of us are Santa Claus, after all. I see. It doesn't matter if it's a team effort. Well, family effort. So how do you pick what Santa goes where? We just decide where we want to go. I like this place, so it's where I decided to stay. Do you ever go back home to the North Pole? Of course. It's not Christmas without your family dinner, you know. Naturally, Santa would celebrate Christmas herself. Christmas is about family, warmth, and joy. The North Pole is my home. It will always be the warmest place in the world for me. She closes her eyes and lets go of a happy sigh. Maybe you can come for our Christmas dinner, Koji. Damn. Christmas dinner, huh? Uh-huh. Was I thinking out loud? Yep, you were. Just forget that. She's glowing like Rudolph's shiny red nose. I'm not going to forget this. Having Christmas dinner with the Claus family, I get to meet the big guy himself. Although being with this cute girl while doing that would be nice. She's so innocent and pure, as to be expected of the member of the Claus family. I wonder what it would be like if we were married. Date number 2, ladies and gentlemen, date number 2. By the way, what was that about me not losing my candy cane? Where do you think I could keep it? I suppose I should tell her. My inner demons have won today. No point in beating around the bush. What if you put it between your breasts? My breasts? My chest? Yes. You'd always feel it so you wouldn't lose track. I've heard a lot of girls hiding stuff there. Is that so? I guess it's worth a try. Oh my god, really? Really? This will end today's episode here. I don't even know that I can publish this, but I guess I will. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment on what your favorite part was. If you support us, please subscribe.